Mount Gilead. And to explain what's going on, we are on Trot and Pace Racing Facebook page. For the broadcast now, we were scheduled to be on the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association Facebook page, but they are running extremely late in action at Van Wert. They've had 2 or 3 delays, the latest being with the photo finish. And so they're probably got 3 more races to go, so it's going to be roughly 5 o'clock before they get wrapped up. But our broadcast will go on until Van Wert is over, and then we'll be back on the OHH Facebook page. But right now, Trot and Pace Marketing. First race coming up, Ken Holliday will drive in the 1 horse. Ken Holliday driving the 1. The Pet Rock Hanover. Chris Presley on 4, Wall Said. Presley on the 4. The 5, Willie the Filly, Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger drives the 5, Willie the Filly. A 2-year-old filly pace, $3,885 to start things off here today at the Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead. And Tom, so a little strange surroundings, but a good racing program coming up.
Yes, we have total 9 races today, 8 OFRC stake races and 1 free-for-all trot, which they have a full field. They have 8. That will be today's 9th race. And of course, we're
about all the races as far as overnights are either a featured free-for-all pace or a free-for-all trot. Here at Mount Gilead yesterday, they had the free-for-all pace won by Hunchy, Chris Shortsource. And today we got the free-for-all trotters to go postward. So that's about all the overnight races that are being contested, along with the Lady Pace Driving Series, and they're at Van Wert today, I guess, rather than here at Mount Gilead.
Yeah, they're all up scooting around the county fairgrounds up at Van Wert.
Yep.
And our free-for-all trot today, we have Rompaway Galaxy. Chris Beaver training has close to $780,000 lifetime. So this is a kind of a nice field. They can go some. He's been at Northfield in 54 and 4. Be very entertaining to watch. We are waiting for the horses to come onto the track for the first race. As Roger explained yesterday, the barn areas, they have 2 ends of the track, and they got one right by the entrance, the other one down by the last turn. So it's a little communication and travel problem. But I see 1, 2.
Let's get them together, line them up, and parade them in order, please.
Announcer today is Ayers Ratcliffe.
And apparently all the horses are on the track, so they're about to parade to the post for the first of 9.
Now this is the first division for the 2-year-old filly pace.
What do they got? 3 divisions, I believe?
I believe we do.
Off the purse, I would guess.
Again, guys, today we're asking for orderly post parades again. We are being televised, courtesy of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. Have a lot of people that do watch the broadcast there, so let's have orderly and professional post parades.
Thank you, Mr. Ratcliffe. Appreciate that announcement.
Yes. Speaking of a lot of people watching, how many do we have on who's watching up at Van Wert?
I thought it was 5,000-6,000.
Yeah.
Reached. I didn't see the other numbers. And horses are parading to the post for the first.
Thank you.
Here are the horses for the first race, 2-year-old filly pace. First $3,885. 1 is the Pet Rock Hanover. Make the driver Ken Holliday. 2, Momo. Luke Ebersol will be up. 3, Lovely Monroe and Bo Brown. 4 is Wall Said, Chris Presley. 5, Willie the Filly, Jeff Nysonger. And the 6, Jenna's Tonic, Cameron McCown, in the sulky. That is the field for the first race. Ken Holliday on 1, Chris Presley on 4, Jeff Nysonger on the 5.
So in this first race, I'll be honest, I have not handicapped today's racing program as yet. So it'll
Second
be,
race for Cousin Louie, Scott Cisco. Scott Cisco on Cousin Louie, race 2.
Thank you for that announcement. Scott Cisco on Cousin Louie in the second. In this first race, as they go to the gate,
Well, you just have to give me one, Roger.
I'm going to go 3,
Ooh.
6, and 4. 3, 6, and 4.
Yes, sir.
Lovely Monroe.
And that is just looking at the page as they were going to the post. I like the 4-3-6. I just Wall said's been racing very well. Of course, W. Monroe mark.
Steck stable, we still need a driver for the next Triumph in race 9. Again, race 9, the next Triumph. Steck Barn, we still need a driver.
Lovely Morrow 5 for 7. 1 second, 1 third, mark of 54 and 4 at Northfield. That's hard to go against, but just to be different, as usual, I'll go with the 4-3-6. That's a little. Go to the www.ohha.com. Get your free program. You can print it out or you just put it on your computer. You can pick it along with us.
I think I printed a total of 7 programs yesterday morning
Was I?
to prepare for yesterday and today.
Absolutely. But there,
I think there's 3 county fairs actually going on today, if I remember correctly.
I believe you're right.
Van Wert, Mount Gilead, and Caldwell.
Yep.
Now, Mike Wolfenberg has starting gates at all 3, and I believe he's at Caldwell. And John Wiest is the starter here, and maybe Kevin Beckstead, maybe he's the starter at Van Wert, possibly.
Possibly. That's we talk about. We were stretched with our 2 teams. There's 3 teams out of the starting gate. That's
You know, a few years back when insurance wasn't available for a lot of people that had the starting gates, and there were a number of racetracks that did.
Starter is starting to gather the field here for race number 1.
The starters that they had at some of the fairs couldn't get the insurance coverage. Mike Wolfenberg had the insurance coverage, and I called him on behalf of one county fair.
Some equipment repair on the one, the Pet Rock Hanover.
And he worked it out so he could have a 3rd gate and help them out. So Mike has done a lot for harness racing here in the state of Ohio, and providing starting gates for their racing programs.
and he'll be starting at the Little Round Jug this year.
Yeah.
As well.
I think this will be his 3rd or 4th year at Delaware.
They are.
And by the way, OHHA Facebook will be broadcasting all 5 days at Delaware.
You'll be up in the booth.
I'll be in the booth.
You'll be
Your
hard to
number-
replace, Roger. I don't know what we're going to do.
You're number 53, I believe.
Ooh. We do have.
We have a delay with the
again.
equipment problem on the one, the Pet Rock Hanover. Ken Holliday is out of the sulky, and they're dealing with the bridle, or I don't know if he's got a head pull on or what, but I think it's with the bridle making an adjustment. Can't see the monitor because of well, anyway, whatever the problem is taking place has been solved, and Holliday's on his way to the starting gate. So we've had our first delay. Maybe this is a bad day, I guess.
Looks
might
like
be
that
one of those
equipment
days.
has been adjusted here. They'll be going to the gate for the first.
Have you brought binoculars every day? Really, I didn't know that.
Just in case.
I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Some
Self-adjustable binoculars.
get me a couple of swipes. I got cobwebs inside of those things.
No,
Was that my eyes? I hope it's not my eyes.
1050 wide angles, but there is a binocular out.
Starters called him in for race 1, 2-year-old filly Pacers.
I've worked with for years as a self-adjustment. No matter who is looking through those binoculars, you pick them up and you can see perfectly with them. No adjustment whatsoever needed. Horses are going to the gate, 6 of them, all on the gate for this Ohio Fair Racing Conference. 2-year-old filly Pace for the call of the first here at the
Field of 6,
Morrow County
2-year-old
Fair.
filly Pacers make their way to the
Ratliff.
top of the stretch. Ready to start the show here for tonight's racing action. Purse $3,885. Here they come. They're off into pacing. Momo goes looking for the lead. Lovely Monroe is up on the outside. The Pet Rock Hanover is an early third. Janice Tonic is pacing in fourth. And their fifth is Willie the Filly. And the trailer is Walsad as they straighten away to the backstretch. Lovely Monroe has the lead by a length and a half. Momo is there in second, pacing away in third. The Pet Rock Hanover. In their fourth is Janice Tonic. Then it's Willie the Filly, opening quarter, 29 seconds. The trailer is Walsad as they ramble around the turn. That leader is Lovely Monroe and Bo Brown with the lead. Momo and Ebersol right there in second, pacing in third is the Pet Rock Hanover. Moving to the outside, Janice Tonic is starting to advance. So is Willie the Filly. Walsad is the trailer. Moving down here to the half. And the leader is Lovely Monroe. On the outside, second, Janice Tonic, the half, and 59 and 4, Momo is a right tight third. Out there in fourth, Willie the Filly. Walsad tries to move up on the outside. The Pet Rock Hanover is inside, but trailing as they move into the backstretch. The leader, Lovely Monroe. On the outside, Janice Tonic. Momo right there in third. Over there to be fourth is a Willie the Filly. 3 wide is Walsad with the Pet Rock Hanover as they go to the 3/4 mile mark of the race in 1:29 and 3 with the lead, Lovely Monroe. Outside, Janice Tonic. Momo is begging for racing room. Walsad is up to fourth. They come to the top of the stretch. Lovely Monroe still the leader. Outside, Janice Tonic. Momo is right there, desperate up the rail. 3 wide, Walsad with the Pet Rock Hanover. Momo finds room up the inside, and Momo paces on to win it. Janice Tonic second, Lovely Monroe was third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
2 minutes and 1/5 as Momo and Luke Ebersol. There's no passing lane, but he came up the inside to win as Lovely Monroe was getting tired coming home, and when horses get tired, they start to bear out, and Luke Ebersol prevails with Momo, owned by the stable Momo Group of Ontario, Canada. Jason McGinnis, the trainer. Anthony McDonald is somewhere else today because Luke Ebersol gets the call and gets the win by Racing Hill at a Teapot Hanover. Second win in 6 this season. A winner today on the half-mile track of 2 minutes, 1/5 as we get a 2:63 in the first.
That was a surprise, surprise.
Your horse, Walsad, made a nasty break in behind the starting gate.
He made a move at the backside, but had to go 3 wide. I think it was just a wee bit too late. Finished fourth.
Well, after that break and spot in the field,
Takes an
6
awful
or
lot.
7 lengths, it's very hard to make up that distance.
Yeah,
In the winner's circle now, Momo.
Nice little Pet Rock. It's Racing Hill filly. Out of Western Hanover mare. Second. winner, lifetime win. Luke Ebersol has done well on the fairs. He's
in the winner's circle after winning the first race. It is the 2 Momo, 2-year-old bay filly by Racing Hill at a Teapot Hanover by Western Hanover, owned by the stable Momo Group. Jason McGinnis trains. Luke Ebersol, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
Momo. Jason McGinnis, the spirit of the stable, Momo, Ontario, is with us.
The Pet Rock Hanover was 4th. Momo, the winner. Lovely Monroe was 3rd. Walsed 5th. Willie the filly was 6th. And Genis Tonic 2nd. 4-1-3, 5-6-2, 29, 59 and 4, 129 and 3, 2 minutes, 1/5. Race number 2, bring them on the racetrack here. Bring them out for race number 2. Blue saddle pads, we need 7 of you. Got Chris Presley on the 1, Jeff Nicelonger on 3, Scott Cisco on 4, and Luke Ebersol on 6.
So there you have it. Chris Presley drives the 1, Heavenly Feeling. Jeff Nicelonger, the 3, Johnny Rockette. Scott Cisco, the 4, Cousin Louie. And Luke Ebersol, the 6, Michael. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers coming up, a single division, going for $9,529 here at the Morrow County Fairgrounds. Back with more after these messages.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service, standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands Rockin' Amadeus, sire of world champion Ocean Rock. Cool Winds also stands trotters Coraggioso, sire of stakes winner Lima Gold, and double millionaire sire Lucky Chucky. Be sure to visit the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 18th.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
During several of today's races, watch and listen for your chance to play Text Trivia. Text your answer, A, B, or C, to 614-633-5554. All correct texts will be eligible to win. So enter this number on your phone and be ready. 614-633-5554. That's 614-633-5554. And good luck from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.
Back here at Mount Gilead, Ohio. Second race coming up, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, a purse of $9,529, a single division, a field of 7, 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 a trailer second tier. The 1, Heavily Feeling, Chris Presley. The 2, Fly de Mayo, the driver, Cam McGowan. The 3, Johnny Rockette, Jeff Nicelonger. The 4, Cousin Louie, Scott Cisco. The 5, Big Danny Dig, Bo Brown. The 6, Michael, Luke Ebersol. And the 7, Risky Buddy, Emma Wahlberg, the driver. Field of 7 to go posted, 1 through 6 on the gate to 7 a trailer in the second
Keep them coming
tier.
for the second race. Keep them coming race 2.
In this second race, well, who do I want to go with? I think I'll take the 3. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5, liking Johnny Rockette. 10 starts of the win, second and a third. The win, 2 minutes and a fifth at Marion. My choice, 3, 2, 5, Johnny Rockette.
And Roger, I'm only going to stick with my possible perfecter. I'll go with a 3, 5.
What is it?
3, 5 I like. I like the 3. It's a Johnny Rockette. He's just coming off a mile in Scioto in 54 and 2. He's already won last year in Delaware.
You know, that's the only,
Huh?
we have stereo mics picking up the sounds on the racetrack. And I'm telling you, when those
In
tractors...
the 9th race, 8 Melrose done. The driver is now Scott Sisko. Scott Sisko is now on Melrose done in race 9. Ron Steckbarn, we still need the driver on the next Triumph in the 9th race.
And I'll tell you, when those trucks and water wagon go by, you might as well quit talking. Just let them go by and then start talking again.
We do have a loose horse here, a loose horse on the racetrack. Heads up, everybody, loose horse on the racetrack.
That is the winner from the first race. They were taking the horse back from the spit box. Now, the first thing that they do is close all the gates
Again,
around the
racetrack,
racetrack.
everybody out there, heads up. There's a loose horse out there. We have a loose horse on the racetrack.
Now, the time will tell how long he goes around that racetrack. Now, there's no sulky or anything like that on him.
Still,
But,
well, he still has the hobbles on.
I would expect him to go into the infield somewhere along the line. He's in the infield right now.
One thing they shouldn't holler at him. He does not know what that means. He does not know what whoa means.
I'll tell you, this is a lot easier that he doesn't have a race bike
Oh, boy,
attached.
He does have that shank, lead shank. Almost got him. Did have that lead
Well,
shank, which is wrapping around his legs.
Here's the problem. When they go out there and try and catch them, sometimes it makes them go even faster.
Absolutely.
And I've always found out that they will run down and run out of gas. And then you go catch them. The problem on this one is he's now got the lines dangling down around his feet and
They might get tangled up in them.
get tangled up. But he is going slower. Look at that. He has slowed down considerably. And like I say, he cannot get off the area, but he's made his way back out onto the racetrack. I'm surprised that some people are still out on the racetrack warming horses up. I would think that they would be getting off the racetrack as well.
That's the first race winner. She was coming from the spit box.
As you said, Roger, thank goodness he doesn't have the race bike on. That just compounds it. They'll flip over and he'll kick, and they'll take off. He can run on the hobbles, though. I'll tell you, whoa, colt. He's getting tired.
The earplugs are popped. He's looking for a gate.
Oh, he is. He wants to come off now.
This hasn't been a very good day, has it?
There has been, what is this? This is the first day of September, and they've had problems at Van Wert. Now we've got a problem here.
Is it a full moon yet?
Okay, now he has pulled himself up
Yep.
and is out on the grass. If he's unchecked, he may start eating grass.
There he goes. There he goes. He's tied down.
Now, the thing is, if his caretaker should be the one.
Absolutely.
His caretaker should go out there and be the one to go get him. Because you don't want to get him scared again. And if he...
You don't want to wave your arms at him. You don't
No,
want to do. You
no.
just approach him quietly, and a low, calming voice. Say, "Whoa, Colt, be good." These horses don't.
He's getting leery of the gentleman in the white shirt already. Now,
Yep.
don't make any
Sudden moves.
sudden moves, and you
There
got
he
him.
goes.
He's got him.
Very good.
So everything worked out perfectly. The fact that the entire racetrack is surrounded by chain link fence, the fact that they closed
That
all the
horse
gates,
is in hand on the,
the
far
fact
turn
that
there.
they quit trying to catch him, let him get tired, then you can get him,
Then it'll.
and everything comes out well. So thank goodness. I'm getting goosebumps because when I see loose horses on the racetrack, I've seen a lot of them
Absolutely.
end in a bad result.
Actually, you know what? That spooked him was a water truck going by.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, coming back from the spit box.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I talked to somebody today that they tried, the horse would not walk back on the racetrack from the spit box when the water truck was out there. So that's normal for horses to react to that, I guess.
Oh yeah. Any loud noises and.
Well, now we see other horses that are left the racetrack are coming back out, plus the horses for the second race coming up. 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers.
Tell you so far.
And I'm happy to report that both the races from Van Wert and the races from Mount Gilead are now on the Ohio Harness Horseman Association Facebook page, and I believe this is the first time that this has taken place.
A lot of people trying to catch Momo after she got loose there, but the gold star goes to Mike High for getting the job done.
They identified the gentleman in the white T-shirt as Mike High, who has been around horses most of his life.
Now, is he from Cardington? Yes, he is. There's a rivalry between Mount Gilead and Cardington.
What family in harness racing was from Cardington, Ohio? And I'm talking, you better be as old as I am to go back to this one.
I know who it is. I think I do.
Their last name can be spelled two different ways. They spelled it one way that took 4 letters. The other is 3 letters. But both are pronounced the same.
Lost me. I didn't. do not know.
The Fry family, F-R-Y-E.
Really?
They had horses that raced back in the 50s and the 60s. I don't know, but I always remember it was from Cardington, Ohio.
Let's get them together and line them up and parade them in order, please.
Well, horses are all on the track now for this second race, so they'll be post-parading momentarily. To recap, I've got the 3, Johnny Rockette, and agreeing, Tom Pye. Johnny Rockette. We should have done a text trivia there. We could have used some time.
I'll have to make it about, okay, what's the name? Fry? How you spell Fry? F-R-Y-E?
You know, I'm having second thoughts. There were some Fries also from Sardinia, Ohio. Not Sabina, Sardinia.
It sure isn't Sardina? Sardinia.
I told you my GPS the other day when I was going to Greenville said Selena.
That was a misfunction, that
Here are the horses for the upcoming second race. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, a purse of $9,529. 1 is Heavenly Feeling, driver change to Chris Presley. 2 is Fly Fly DeMaio with Cameron McCown. 3, Johnny Rocket, make the driver Jeff Nysonger. 4, Cousin Louie, Scott Cisco aboard. 5 is Dig Danny Dig and Bo Brown. 6, Michael, make the driver Luke Ebersol. And the 7, Risky Buddy, Emma Wahlberg in the sulky. That's the field for the second race. Chris Presley on 1, Jeff Nysonger 3, Scott Cisco 4, Luke Ebersol on 6.
Dig Danny Dig is just now coming to the racetrack to our left with Bo Brown. He'll be passing in front of the stands momentarily. So they paraded without the 5, Dig Danny Dig, who's now on the racetrack and passing in front of the stands in front of presiding judge Gene Wiley, which is a USTA rule, I do believe.
That's like Susan Schroeder is the licensed official. And any question I ever had to ask her, bam, she knew right away.
Yesterday was the final day for rule changes to be put in front of the USTA board. And a rule change that I submitted last year was resubmitted this year with a little variation, but to require that owner trainers report when a horse is gelded within 30 days or be fined. And I believe it'll pass this year. There was a little wording in the rule last year that didn't get it passed, but I think it'll be passed this year. And another is, I don't know if, yeah, on this one right here. Look at your 4-horse, Cousin Louie, owned by LM and KS Davenport, Delaware, Ohio, KW Matlack of Delaware, Ohio, and KR Hamilton of Delaware, Ohio. Because of putting Delaware, Ohio in that ownership group, they eliminate the first names of the owners. And I think it is far more important to have the first name of the owners rather than where they're from. So that is a rule change that I've also asked to be voted on by the USTA directors in each area and in front of the entire board. Announcers do not like
repeating Delaware.
Well, not so much that. We'd rather call the owners by their first name.
Starter has the horses for the second race. A purse $9,529. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers in behind the gate. The gate is rolling.
And it's a spacing problem on doing the racing program. So if they eliminate the city and state, it's much easier to get the complete
Top
names.
of the stretch for race 2, and here they come. They're off into pacing. Fly DeMaio going out there looking for the lead. The outside, Dig Danny Dig. Right there is Johnny Rocket in 3rd. Michael is over there to be 4th. Heavenly Feeling is on a break. Dig Danny Dig is also off stride. As they pace on into the backstretch, and the leader, Fly DeMaio on the lead. Johnny Rocket is there in 2nd. Over there to be 3rd, it's Michael. Cousin Louie is there in 4th. Risky Buddy is 5th. Then comes Dig Danny Dig and Heavenly Feeling. Opening quarter in 29 2/5 as they pace on into the turn. Fly DeMaio with the lead. Over there to be 2nd is Johnny Rocket. Michael pacing along in 3rd. Over there 4th is Cousin Louie. Then it's Risky Buddy. Dig Danny Dig has caught the pack, and the trailer is Heavenly Feeling. Pacing here by the halfway mile mark of the race, Fly DeMaio is the one to catch. Over there to be 2nd is Johnny Rocket, 59 3 the halftime. Michael decides to go in 3rd. Over there to be 4th is Dig Danny Dig. Then at the rail is Cousin Louie. Straightening away into the backstretch and moving on to 3/4 where the leader is still Fly de Mayo. In there to be second. On the outside is Michael. Third at the rail is Johnny Rocket. Cousin Louie's in fourth. Dig Danny Dig pacing fifth. 3/4, 1:29 and 3, pacing around our final turn. Fly de Mayo still the one. On the outside, second is Michael. 3 wide on the outside now is Cousin Louie. Needing racing room, Johnny Rocket. We've got 4 of them in for the shot as they're through the stretch. With the lead, it's Fly de Mayo. Inside, Johnny Rocket. Outside, Cousin Louie. Fly de Mayo. Tight for the rest.
Good
159 and 1.
159 and 1.
Four
The win
across
goes to the 2, Fly de Mayo, and Cam McGowan for Darrell Whitaker. Calvin Lamb of Marion, Ohio, the owner. 3-year-old gelding, but Mr. Wiggles of the Fly Cam gets the 3rd win in 6 starts this season. Home winner, 159 and 1, which equals, or no, is a lifetime mark. Lifetime mark for the 3-year-old gelding by Mr. Wiggles. Previous mark was 59 and 3 at Croton.
It looks like unofficial. 2, 3, 4, 6. A nice battle to the wire. Fly de Mayo, Johnny Rocket for second, Cousin Louie up to third, and Michael finished sixth. That's unofficial.
I had picked Fly de Mayo to be second, so I goofed on that. Johnny Rocket obviously boxed in, and the leader, Fly de Mayo, didn't get as tired as the first race winner, our first race leader, bore out. So Nisonga not able to come up the inside.
In front of the stands, the unofficial winner here of race 2, number 2, Fly de Mayo, a 3-year-old bay-gutted son of Mr. Wiggles, at a Fly Cam by Cam Best. Owned by Calvin T. Lamb of Marion, Ohio. Darrell Whitaker trains. Cameron McCown, the winning driver, 159 and 1.
Fly de Mayo. In the second.
I'm even holding my breath to take when they take the picture. I think the camera's
race 2 is now official.
Malfunction down
Heavenly
there.
Feeling was 7th. Fly de Mayo was the winner. Johnny Rocket 2nd. Cousin Louie 3rd. Dig Danny Dig 6th. Michael 4th. Risky Buddy 5th. 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 29 and 2, 59 and 3, 129 and 3, 159, 1/5. Bring them on the track for the 3rd race. Let's bring them out for race 3. In race 3, we have Luke Ebersol driving the 5 and Scott Cisco on 6. Bring them on for the 3rd.
So in that second, I'll take an exacta box. I had picked 3-2. They come home 2-3 and a 4. 3rd race coming up. 3-year-old filly Pacers Ohio Fair Racing Conference. $5,126 up for grabs. Field of 7. 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 a trailer. As you heard Ayers say, Luke Ebersol drives the 5. Scott Cisco on the 6. We'll be back with the 3rd from the Morrow County Fair in just a few moments.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Midland Anchors, established over 50 years ago, is leading the way in harness racing resurgence in the great state of Ohio. Over their 600 acres, many premier broodmares, yearlings, and stallions are able to roam. Midland Anchor's success in the past provides momentum for the future. So, if you are breeding your mare or purchasing a yearling, Midland Anchors will put you in the winner's circle, doing our best to bring you the best.
The actual population center of Ohio is in Morrow County at Marengo, a few miles east of Mount Gilead. Chesterville, an Amish village, is nearby. To the south, Cardington, so named for the carding machines used to untangle wool fibers that was there. It was also the birthplace of Charlie the Tuna. Well, sort of. Alfred Halfhill was born near Cardington in 1847. He became a teacher, then opened a dry goods store in St. Mary's and Van Wert. He would go to Minnesota, home of the canned carp, and in 1892 moved to San Francisco with his wife. He began producing canned sardines and experimented with other fish that was more plentiful. By 1907, he had perfected a process to steam and remove the oils from the not-too-popular albacore tuna. By 1914, they were producing 230,000 cases a year of what Halfhill called the chicken of the sea. Sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie. Oh, that's Tom. You got a new nickname now.
That's well. It's funny, of course, being from New England and the home of the New England Patriots, they always call Bill Parcells tuna, and that's because from that commercial. Sorry, Charlie, and he wants to do something, and they just say, "Sorry, Charlie."
Third race coming up, Ohio Fair Racing Conference 3-year-old filly pace, $5,126. The driver changes. Luke Ebersole drives the 5, Dynamite, and the 6, Bombeck gets the driver, Scott Sisko. Inside Out, D. Dagengold with Jeff Nysonger. Tiny Bit of Sky, Emma Wolberg. Dr. Elisa with Bo Brown. The 4, Meadowland Carmen, Chris Presley. The 5, Dynamite, Luke Ebersole. The 6, Bombeck with Scott Sisko. And the 7, Cruising at Midnight, Ken Holiday in the sulky. Field of 7, 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 a trailer from the second tier. In this third race, let's see. Ooh, got a number of horses to pick from here. I'll tell you, she got the win from post 7. Got a win from post 6. It's one of the best post positions that Emma Wahlberg's had with Tiny Bit of Sky. So I'm going to pick Emma to win this one and go 2, 1, and the 5. 2, 1, 5. Tiny Bit of Sky with Emma Wahlberg.
That is this. She's got 6 wins in 16 starts this year. Emma's doing well. This is a good 3-year-old filly pace. And I do like Emma. Tiny Bit of Sky. I think from the second tier, Doc Holliday.
Keep them coming for the third race. Keep them coming race 3.
On number 7, Cruising at Midnight. One of those long one-syllable names or one names. Should do all right. Got a mark of 55 at Scioto. It's been timed in 53 and 4 at Scioto. The second, 53 and 4 at Scioto as well. So I'm going to go with the 7-2, Just for You.
A poet you never will be. Do a pretty good job, though.
Thank you very much.
That's something I've never tried.
I think
except 2 in a row in Ohio.
That's a great line. You can't beat that. That's
you know, the one of the proudest things. That's something I started at Delaware, Ohio, many years ago. And when I see other people using it, not announcers, but owners and trainers and drivers on their postings and stuff, and they use 3 in a row in Ohio and stuff. That is one of the biggest compliments that you can receive.
Absolutely.
So, and it's not copyrighted, folks. So
Eighth race, the 1, Drinking Not Thinking, Scott Sisko. Scott Sisko on Drinking Not Thinking in race number 8.
So I always say when you were in writing, I always say plagiarism is the best compliment you could give anybody. But
you just heard that announcement by Ayers Radliff in the 8th race, Drinking on Not Thinking. We've gone from Pierce Henry to Luke Ebersole. Now we're going to Scott Sisko. So we got a driver change on the driver change. Scott Sisko drives the 1. Drinking Not Thinking in race 8. When's our first text trivia?
coming up after the 4th race.
After the 4th. After
the 4th.
Before the spot.
Yes, as we lead into the commercial break, we're going to be playing text trivia. So, which is, and you'll have...
so get prepared, folks.
Be prepared, yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell people real quick. Those that are watching the second broadcast are going to have a heads up because many of our regular viewers are still watching Van Wert. They've had 8,000 reaches today. We're up to almost 2,000, so we're closing in. But you have a better chance of winning text trivia today than any other day that we broadcast.
Let's get them together, line them up in pretty minute order, please.
Is my thinking right on that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are in it to win it. We want you folks to win text trivia. That's why I make them ABC, easy as ABC. You could try easy as...
Did you say ABC?
ABC.
The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Wide world of sports.
Absolutely. That came out, I think, in 1963.
I don't know what year it was, but if you remember the video that was coming down a ski slope for ski jumping, and the guy crashed and got off the side, and the thrill of victory, and then as he crashed, it's the agony of defeat. On one of my trips to Norway, they took us to that location. What a thrill to see that. It was in the springtime, though, but there was no snow.
Here are the horses for the third race. 3-year-old filly Pace, a purse $5,126. 1 is T. Deegan Gold and Jeff Neishanger. 2, Tiny Bit of Sky, Emma Wahlberg. 3 is Dr. Alyssa and Bo Brown. 4, Meadowland Carmen, Chris Presley in the bike. 5, Diana Might and Luke Ebersole. 6, Bomb Beck, Make the Driver Scott Sisko. And the 7, Cruising at Midnight, Ken Holiday in the Sulky. That's the feel for the third race. Luke Ebersole on 5, Scott Sisko on 6.
That post parade was complicated by horses going a training mile for upcoming races. So a bit of out of order there for the post parade. 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 a trailer. T. Dagengold, this is the first time I've seen this horse in live action. 5 of 11 on the year. Tiny Bit of Sky, 6 of 16 are the main winners. Everybody in the field, though, has got a win. Dr. Alyssa, 2. Meadowland Carmen, 1. Bombeck, 1. Cruising at Midnight, 2. I'll take that back. No wins this year for Dynamite.
I think if you look, there are definitely 3 horses that could take this race right on the paper. I'd have to go with the trifecta box in here. And I'm going to go with just...
Starter is calling in the horses for the third race. 3-year-old filly Pace. Purse $5,126. A field of 7. Approach the gate.
Don't leave us in the air. Who's your third choice for the try?
T, the 1. T. Deegan Gold. T. Deegan Gold.
Is it Dagengold?
T. Deegan Gold. Thank you, sir.
Dagengold.
So it's, I'd go 7-2-1. This is a tough race.
6 on the gate. The trailer is Cruising at Midnight and Doc Holliday.
Top of the stretch for the third race, and here they come. They're off into pacing, tiny bit of sky, trying for the lead. T. Deegan Gold is right there to her inside as they pace around the initial turn. Meadowland Carmen is there in third. Dr. Alyssa is pacing in early fourth, looking for a seat. Dynamite. Then it's Cruising at Midnight. The trailer is bombed back as they scoot up the backstretch, and it's T. Deegan Gold and Nice Songer, who's on the engine out there by 2 lengths. Tiny Bit of Sky is there in second. Meadowland Carmen pacing third. Dr. Alyssa is there in fourth. Over there fifth is Dynamite, the opening quarter in 30 seconds. Then comes Cruising at Midnight, and the trailer is bombed back. They circle the turn, they'll straighten away and move down here to the half, where they're being led by T. Deegan Gold. In second, Tiny Bit of Sky. Right there in third comes a Meadowland Carmen. Up to the outside, moving up now is Cruising at Midnight. Down at the rail is Dr. Alyssa as they pace here by the half. In 1 minute, 1/5 as they move around the turn. And with the lead, it's T. Deegan Gold. Tiny Bit of Sky has popped the pocket. Cruising at Midnight on the outside, third. Pacing in their fourth, Meadowland Carmen. Dr. Alyssa rides the rail, then it's Dynamite. And bomb back as they continue to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. T. Deegan Gold is the leader. Meadowland Carmen right there on the inside, second. 3/4, 1:29 and 3 as they move around the final turn. And out there with the lead, it's T. Deegan Gold. Meadowland Carmen is there in second. Cruising at Midnight is cranking it up for Doc Holliday in third as they swing through the stretch. T. Deegan Gold Cruising at Midnight on the outside. Inside Meadowland Carmen, it is T. Deegan Gold. T. Deegan Gold to win it. Tight for place.
Well, I've said it many times in harness racing. The race is determined in the first eighth of a mile. And Jeff Nysonger,
Time of the mile, 1:58.
Jeff Nysonger determined that race by hanging
Poor
Emma
Emma.
Wahlberg
Poor Emma.
and Tiny Bit of Sky. She did back off to take the 2-hole trip, but the race was won by Jeff Nysonger going to the first eighth.
It's a good mile out there. 1:58.
For T. Deegan Gold, the 6th win in 12 starts. I just wonder why they didn't spell the horse D-I-G.
Well, they want to make life difficult for us. That's what it is, especially me. Open lengths by about three lengths.
I've always also promoted the idea that I think when people name horses, they should be required to write a paragraph or a couple
Moving back in front of the
sentences
stands
why
after
they named the
winning our
horse
third race,
such.
It's the 1 T. Deegan Gold, a 3-year-old bay filly by Pet Rock at a Goldie's Cam by Cam Lock. On by Johnny Kearns of Cardington, Ohio, Jeff Nysonger trains. Jeff Nysonger, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:58.
Shall I try and give a unofficial? It's very tight for second.
We're waiting the official order finish because this was extremely tight
Very tight.
for second and third.
I'm going to go.
Nah.
Nobody.
Nah. I'm not going to. I'm sitting almost, well,
Yeah.
the finish line is between us. But I couldn't call it from before the wire.
It was right. I'll tell you, just past the wire. It was just like.
Bring him on the track for the 4th race. Bring him out race 4. T. Deegan Gold was the winner. Tiny Bit of Sky 7th. Dr. Alyssa was 4th. Meadowland Carmen 3rd, Dynamite 5th, Bombeck 6th, Cruising at Midnight was 2nd. 174, 356, 2 on the bottom, 30 seconds. 1 minute, 1/5, 1:29 and 2, time of the mile 1:58. Race number 4, Win Play Show. Just kidding there. Race number 4 is up next. Dan Jones on the 3, Jeff Neisonger on 4. Bring them on the track for the 4th race. Green saddle pads. We need 5 of you. Head them out for the 4th.
So there you have it. The photo for place went to the 7, Cruising at Midnight, over the 4, Meadowland Carmen, to give us a 1-7-4 order of finish. And see, that's why you picked 3 numbers, because you now say you can have an exacta box.
Yeah, but I would have bet the trifecta box. I'd still lose money, Roger.
4th race coming up. Ohio Fair Racing Conference, 2-year-old colt trot. First of 2 divisions. $5,046. Field of 5. Back at the Morrow County Fair in a moment.
Doctor, give me the news! Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all of the breeders that supported our first season, standing the popular sire, Dancin' Yankee. Cool Winds also stands the fast son of Some Beach Somewhere, Santa Fe Beach Boy, and 2015 Little Brown Jug runner-up Lost for Words, who engaged in an epic battle with Wiggle It Jiggle It, and whose first crop will sell this fall. Be sure to visit Randy and Kim Haynes in the Cool Winds Farm consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 18th.
How did you get started in the horse racing business?
Well, it's been a family affair since I can remember. My mom's family actually got us started in it way back in the 50s and 60s. They had all the Edgewood horses, Edgewood farms at the edge of Wilmington. My uncle, be my great uncle, started that farm and bred a lot of mares and named them all Edgewood something. And so when I was growing up, all our horses were Edgewood. Eileen, Edgewood, Royal was one of the best ones that my uncle had. So I've been in it since I can remember, grew up with them, and took up the training a little later on in life.
What's your first memory of county fair racing?
Going to Wilmington, where I grew up, Clinton County Fair, and seeing the Ohio Pacing Derby, which was back in those days a big race, and people came from quite a ways around to see that race. And I can remember going there as a kid and thinking what a big deal that was to see those good horses come in there to Wilmington.
Do you have a favorite fair or a favorite fair circuit?
Well, we've always been OCRA for the most part, and it's close to home, good tracks, and of course there's nothing like being at home at Wilmington and racing there and driving out of the barn and being able to put on a show for the people there.
What's your best memory of racing at the fairs?
Probably a couple would be a tie. One was my first win driving. I don't drive much, and I don't claim to be a driver, but I did win a couple, and one with my mom's mare was my first one, and that was at the Montgomery County Fair in Dayton, which could be a challenge over that track. And then also a couple years back, I won with Sizzling Chips, which was my mom and my little trotting mare. Won with her there at home, and that was a special memory for me to win one there on the home track.
What do you like most about racing at the county fairs?
I think it's still, it gives you, for one thing, it's mostly the young horses, which I really enjoy, seeing them develop and watching them grow into race horses, and that's probably my favorite part of racing there. But it just does kind of takes you back in time, back when everything was simpler, and you still have that feel of just that old-fashioned racing, and you can still do some good around those fairs with a cheaper horse.
Do you remember your first win at the county fairs?
As a trainer, I do not. Like I said, my first win as a driver was with a mare called No Work, and she was actually a pace and bred trotter. and we joked because I had to grab her up. People were crossing the track in the post parade, as they often do at Montgomery County in the old days, and I had to grab her up in the post parade, and she took off pacing, and I think it was the only pacing that mare ever did in her life. So we kind of always joked about that.
What's your favorite fair food?
Oh geez, all the people that work for me are going to give me so much grief. I got to watch this answer, but you can't beat the fries. But my help would tell you that one year at Kenton, I came back with some sort of quesadilla that involved peanut butter, bacon, all kinds of stuff thrown onto one thing, and I still take grief to that to this day. So.
Peanut butter and bacon? Oh. Back here for the fourth race. Coming up, Ohio Fair Racing Conference 2-year-old colt trot. Purse of $5,046. Field of 5 to go postward. Over 6. Winning distance, Royal Peter, Blue Jacket, and Frankie B. Field of 5.
Keep them coming
trotters.
for the fourth.
The 2-horse winning distance, 4 of 7 this season. 2 of 7 for Over 6. 2 of 8 for Frankie B. 0 for 9 for Blue Jacket. And Royal Peter, first lifetime start. So I got a Rogers law. You never take those first-time starters because you don't know what you got. And I've been stung a few times this year. First-time starters going right to the winner's circle. It's hard to overlook winning distance with Scott Sisko. Comes into this one with 3 straight wins at Croton, Troy, and Lima.
Let's get them together, line them up, and parade them in order, please.
So I'm going to go 2-1-5. 2-1-5, liking winning distance.
And you can't leave winning distance consistency.
Up here in the judges' stand, we do have checks, races 1 through 3. Checks through race 3 available up here on the judges' stand.
Shows only 1 break behind the gate at Urbana. Still finished second. I'll go with the 2. And just because I like saying Frankie.
Here in race
B.
4, we've got Dan Jones driving 3, Jeff Nysonger on 5, Jones on 3, Nysonger on 5.
We'll be able to say, and then along came Jones. Slow talking Jones.
Dan Jones driving the 3, Royal Peter. Jeff Nysonger on the 5, Frankie B.
So as I said, I'll go with the 2-5 in here, Roger.
Winning distance.
And
Won 4 out of the last 6.
Where's the firewood? Here comes KM. So.
Been first, second, or third in every start of this season. Does show a break leaving at Urbana.
Jeff, your drive is waiting on you down there at the top of the stretch.
So we've got horses on the track that are finishing their warm-ups. This over 6 Dale Edwards trainee, consistent, 7 starts, 2 wins, 1 second, 4 thirds.
6th race, 5 Majors First Lady, Cameron McCown. Cameron McCown on Majors First Lady, race 6.
But the little fella just doesn't, he can trot, but just best time he shows is 2, 6,
Let's
and 4.
parade him on here, guys.
As Roger said, the only thing you can't really look at is Royal Peter. That's first lifetime start, first time on the racetrack.
5th horse is coming to the track, waiting on Jeff Nysonger.
Here are the horses for race number 4, 2-year-old Colt Trot, purse $5,000, $46, 1 over 6 in Dale Edwards. 2, Winning Distance, Scott Sisko in the bike. 3 is Royal Peter, Make the Driver Dan Jones. 4, Blue Jacket, Cameron McCown. And the 5, Frankie B, Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. That's the field for race 4. Dan Jones on 3, Jeff Nysonger on the 5.
For those that may be watching for the first time and unfamiliar, this is a field of trotters. Trotters have a diagonal gait. Left front, right rear move forward at the same time. Right front, left rear forward at the same time. And a diagonal gait of the trotter here in the 4th. For the pacers, it's kind of a swing and sway gait with Sammy K. Oh, I forgot where I was. The legs on the left side move forward at the same time. Legs on the right side move forward at the same time. We used to be able to say horses with the hobbles on are pacers. The ones with trotters, they don't wear hobbles. But now they have trotting hobbles on their front legs. Fact is, we had a horse at the Meadows, and I've only seen one horse. They put the trotting hobbles on the back legs. Wilbur Yoder had a trotter that he raced over at the Meadows, and it just shows you how much I pay attention. The judges said, let's see how the story goes, something anyway. They said, announce that there's trotting hobbles on such and such a horse. And I looked at it, and there's no trotting hobbles on the front legs. And they said, look at the back legs, you dummy.
Well, they really became popular probably about
20 years ago.
Yeah,
25.
20, yeah. And I think I remember CRK Susie.
Grover Freck, even before that, and I think I told this one other day, Grover Freck, and I believe he was from State of Virginia.
Starters call it in the horses for the 4th race, 2-year-old Colt Trot. Field of 5, they approach the gate.
He showed up at the Indiana County Fairgrounds in Pennsylvania.
After this race, they're going to water the racetrack, so be advised there with
he had pacing hobbles crisscrossed.
Did it work?
I do not remember. He didn't fall down.
Top of the stretch for the 4th race, and here they come. Fanda trotting. Royal Peter was behind the others. Blue Jacket off stride. Winning Distance off stride. They're dropping like flies through the first 8 as they move on into the first turn, and it's over 6 who is the leader. Over there in second is Frankie B as they head on into the backstretch. Winning Distance is there in 3rd. Royal Peter further back in 4th, and Blue Jacket is still off stride. As they move up to the opening quarter here and now taking the lead, Frankie B. Frankie B comes up to get the lead. Over 6 is there in 2nd. Opening quarter in 32 seconds. Winning Distance is trotting in 3rd. Royal Peter is there in 4th with Blue Jacket. Around the turn they go, being led by Frankie B and Nysonger out there, hot to trot by 2.5 lengths. Over 6 is there in 2nd. On to the outside, Winning Distance now in 3rd. Further back to Royal Peter and Blue Jacket. Moving down here to the half, and the leader is Frankie B. Frankie B is the leader here in 103-1. Winning Distance there in 2nd. Over 6 trots in 3rd. Then it's Royal Peter and Blue Jacket. Around the turn they head for the backstretch, and the leader is Frankie B. Frankie B out there by 1.5 lengths. Winning Distance in 2nd. Over 6 trots along in 3rd. Then we have Royal Peter and Blue Jacket as they continue to 3/4. They're still being led by Frankie B. 3/4, 134-3. In their 2nd. Winning Distance over 6 is 3rd. In and around their final turn, it is Frankie B. Frankie B leads them out there by 2.5 lengths. Winning distance in second, over 6 to the outside third. Further back, they'll slug it out for the minor shares. Off stride went Royal Peter. As they trot to the wire, it's Frankie B to win. Over 6 up for second, winning distance third. Time of the mile, 2:04 and 3.
Final quarter, 30 seconds flat. And again, even if you're the heavy favorite, when you make a break and spot the field, very hard to overcome. And I can't help but feel Jeff Nysonger realized that winning distance was off stride, and so he made the quarter pole move, the winning move as well. So we get a 5-1-2. I'll take an exacta box and a trifecta box in the fourth, as Frankie B gets the third win in 9, and that is a lifetime mark. 2:04 3/5, final half 1:01 and 2, final quarter 30 seconds flat.
Again, just a reminder that they're going to go one time around with the water truck, and then I'll call you out for race 5.
And I mean this water truck, wow.
This is when they say water truck, they have a picture of this in the dictionary.
Yeah.
That now over 6.
Moving back in front of the stands after winning race 4, 5 Frankie B, a 2-year-old bay-gutted son of Triumphant Caviar at a B line by Self-Possessed. On by M. Beachy, CF Beaver, DS Lang, J.R. Gallagher. Christopher Beaver is the trainer. Jeff Nysonger, the winning driver, time of the mile 2:04 and 3. Over 6 was second, winning distance third. Royal Peter was 5th. Blue Jacket 4th, and Frankie B, the winner. 2:35.41, 32, 1:03 and 1, 1:34 and 3, 2:04 and 3. Your upcoming 5th race, I have Chris Presley on the 1, Josh Cochran on 6.
As Ayers said, Chris Presley drives the 1, Shawtown. Josh Cochran drives the 6, Risky Rylin. Ohio Fair Racing Conference 2-year-old filly pacers. It's now time for Tex Trivia.
And it is. Would you like to remember this number? 614-633-5554. Okay. It's nice, easy as A, B, and C. Okay, now Jeff Nysonger has a batting average, training batting average of 377, .377.
I didn't know he played baseball.
He's a good baseball player. Brian Brown has a batting average, training average of .378. Here comes the water truck. Chris Beaver has a batting average, training average, .286. Question is, who has the most wins? Is it A, Jeff Nysonger, B, Brian Brown, or C, Chris Beaver? A, B, or C? A, Nysonger, B, Brown, C, Chris Beaver. Text your answer to 614-633-5554. You will win a nice surprise package from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.
We'll be back with the 5th in just a few moments.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands Rockin' Amadeus, sire of world champion Ocean Rock. Cool Winds also stands trotters Coraggioso, sire of stakes winner Lima Gold, and double millionaire sire Lucky Chucky. Be sure to visit the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 18th.
And we're back. We have our text trivia winners. I had a multitude of them. The correct answer, who has the most wins? Night Song's having a great year, .377. Only has 28 wins. Chris Beaver having another good year at .286. He has 61 wins. And Brian Brown is rolling on the river. He has a training average of .378. He has a total of, so far this year, of 64 wins. So the correct answer is B. And I've already got one of my answers back from Lori Alley from Granger, Indiana. I'll have the other ones shortly.
Who was B?
Brian Brown.
Brian Brown. He had the most wins.
Most wins on today's program.
How many do you have? Because I didn't hear what the tractor was going by.
64.
And how many did Beaver have?
61.
61.
Yet there's almost a 100-point difference in their training average, but right now Chris puts out an awful lot of horses at the fairs. He does extremely well at the fairs. A lot of 2 entries.
Well, our 5th race coming up is the Ohio Fair Racing Conference 2-year-old filly pace, $3,885 up for grabs. Chris Presley drives the 1, Shawtown. Josh Cochran drives the 6, Risky Rylin. All horses will be on the gate. Shawtown, last time out, was scratched judges, a personal reason. So operating on a stale date, hasn't raced since August the 14th.
Keep him coming for the 5th race.
Turn him up. He's announcing a driver change.
No, he just said keep him coming for race 5.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought he was announcing a driver change. Wow. I'm perplexed between 2 and 3. I'm going to go 2, 3, and a 4. 2, 3, 4, liking Rockin' and Kissin', Jeff Nysonger, 3 of 10 on the year, 202 and 1 at Troy, comes into this race with 2 straight wins.
Yes, sir. I like Rockin' and Kissin' as well. And Sophie's Candy with Cameron McCown dropping down from those Buckeye Stallion Series and the Ohio Sire Stakes. She's been timed at Scioto. She was second in the Next Generation, and that was in 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July, she went 155 and 1. That beat a length, come last corner 28 and 1. So I'm torn between those two, and let's go with 4-2.
You know, something concerns me to a degree. They list all county fair tracks as being good. You'll never see, except at maybe Delaware or Greenville, maybe not even Greenville, but at Delaware they will list a track as fast. But at most of the vast majority of county fairs, they list the racetrack as good, as you can see in the past performance of these horses. I want to call your attention to the 4-horse, though, Sophie's Candy. Raced on a good track at Urbana, 5th in 2 minutes flat. raced on a good track at Lima in 2:07. My point is, there was a delay, I believe, at Lima because of a bad racetrack.
2 hour delay.
So the good track at Lima
wasn't the same.
Wasn't as good as the track at Urbana.
There was a 2 hour delay at Urbana.
Yeah.
Yep.
But were you at Lima?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my guess is that I know they went to the half in 1:05.
Keep them coming for the fifth race. 3 out, 3 to go. Bring them on for the fifth.
And that affects the final time of 2:07. But even though on a half of 5 and 4, they came home in 1:01 and 1. And I just can't help but feel that there was a major difference between the racing track at Urbana and the one they had at Lima. But they're both listed as good on your racing program.
Yeah.
So who do you got here in the fifth?
Just talk me off of it. No, I like the 4 and the 2. I'm going to go 4-2.
4-2.
Let's get them together, line them up, and parade them in order, please.
By the way, I was holding until he got a win today, but in case he gets shut out, happy birthday to Chris Presley.
The orange fella right there.
Chris Presley celebrating a birthday today. Of course, one of Rogers' laws is that you always win on your birthday. So, Chris, get your act together. You need a win.
This might be,
It's wild. Chris called me on the phone before the race, and he says, hey, I don't know who I'm driving today. I know I got some catch drives. What are my catch drives? So far today in the first 4, Nysonger 2, Ebersol and McCowan 1 each as far as wins are concerned. 9 race card coming your way as they're about to parade to the post for this 2-year-old filly pace. Field of 6.
Here are the horses for the upcoming fifth race. 2-year-old filly pace, the purse $3,885. 1 is Shawtown, driver change, Chris Presley. 2 is Rockin' and Kissin', Jeff Nysonger up. 3, Well and Down, and Luke Ebersol. 4 is Sophie's Candy, Cameron McCown. 5, M'Excuse Me, and Ron Steck. 6, Risky Rylan, driver Josh Cochran in the sulky. That's the field for the fifth race. Chris Presley on 1, Josh Cochran on 6.
Field of 6 to go postward here in the fifth. And these are the pacers. You note the legs on the left side forward at the same time, the right side forward at the same time. The swing and sway gait of the pacer here in the fifth race.
I think back in the colonial days, when you were a youngster, you were okay. Well, I might have been closing in on there, but colonial days they had the Narragansett Pacer.
Right.
And of course,
I've read about it.
Yeah, they had, but that was the preferred.
Well, didn't the horse that Paul Revere ride, wasn't he a pacer?
Yes, he was.
So, I read that somewhere.
But the Narragansett Pacer
wasn't hoofbeats.
No, not in hoofbeats. Maybe before hoofbeats back in the. But the preferred horse to ride was the Narragansett Pacer because they were so comfortable with their swing and sway motion, just like Sammy Kaye. That dates from
Starters
WW2.
calling in the horses for the fifth race. 2-year-old filly pacers. They're turning in on their way to the gate.
In fact, all the harness horses have some Narragansett Pacer in them. They were bred in way back before.
Isn't it also true that all horses go back to Messenger in some way?
I believe that's what I've heard. The trotters, pacers, and runners.
Yeah. Of course, Messenger was way back in, early 1800s.
1788, I believe.
Oh, it
was
wasn't in the
full,
17s.
yeah. He
Oh.
arrived in Philadelphia with his feet flying, coming down the gangway.
Top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off into pacing. Going out looking for the lead is Rocket and Kissin'. On the outside is Sophie's Candy. Shawtown is there in third. Well and Down is an early fourth. Over there fifth, Excuse Me, and the trailer is Risky Ryland. Straightening away into the back stretch, and Rocket and Kissin' a nice on her. They'll try to now back down the pace, and their second is Sophie's Candy. On the inside, Shawtown is third, pacing in fourth, Well and Down. Then it is Excuse Me in the trailer, Risky Ryland. On to the opening quarter they go. In 31 and 4, so Rocket and Kissin' stole the opening fraction. Right there in second is Sophie's Candy. Shawtown is there in third. Well and Down is there fourth. Then it's Excuse Me and Risky Ryland. They pace down here to the half, and now moving up on the outside, Well and Down is trying to fire up after the leader. So Well and Down with a brush and a rush is trying to clear Rocket and Kissin', and does as they go here by the half. And out there with the lead, it's now after 102 and 1. It is Well and Down. Rocket and Kissin' is there in second. Pacing third, Sophie's Candy. Shawtown is there in fourth. As they pace on up the back stretch, the leader, Well and Down. Well and Down now pops the plug. She leads them by 2. Rocket and Kissin' is there second. Sophie's Candy is third. Shawtown is there in fourth with Risky Ryland. Excuse Me trails 131 and 3 as they go around the final turn. And out there with the lead, with them on top, it's Well and Down. On the outside, Sophie's Candy. Along the inside, Rocket and Kissin'. They're at the top of the stretch. Well and Down the leader. Sophie's Candy sweetly up on the outside. Well and Down. Sophie's Candy trying. Well and Down digs in and holds on. Sophie's Candy second. Rocket and Kissin' is third. 201 and 1.
So the win goes to Luke Ebersole. Well and Down as he gets his second win on the afternoon. Well and Down, the third win in 6 this season. Had back-to-back wins at Scioto and Bowling Green in July and early August. Gets the win here this afternoon. Owned by the stable Well and Down Group of Ontario, Canada. Jason McGinnis, the driver. Luke Ebersole gets the call. Did that other win that Luke had, that was another horse for Jason McGinnis and Anthony McDonald crew. So Luke showing up here today to drive those horses for Anthony McDonald and doing what Anthony wanted him to do, get the wins. Well and Down, 156 and 1 at Scioto. 2-1 and 1 here. Final half in 59 seconds. First up and went right to the top after the half.
Drove him like a good horse.
He is a good horse.
Oh, good filly. Drove her like a good.
Even though he's a filly, they're all horses.
It's a good. The was it Well and Down? Very well said. Well said. Well done.
And back in front of the stands and ready for the winner's circle. Well and Down.
Just another reminder, if you're going to be in the winner's circle, make sure you have your mask on.
They do have their masks.
Back in front of the stands after winning the 5th race, 3 Well and Down. A 2-year-old bay filly by Well Said at a DJ cameo by Real Artist. Owned by the stable Well and Down, Jason McGinnis trains. Luke Ebersole, the winning driver, 201 and 1. Shawtown was 4th. Rocket and Kissin' 3rd. Well and Down the winner. Sophie's Candy was 2nd. Excuse Me 5th. Risky Ryland 6th. Rate check top down of 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6 on the bottom. 31 and 4. 102 and 1. 131 and 2. 201-1. Race number 6 is next. Bring him on the track for the 6th race. We've got Luke Ebersol driving the 1. Cameron McCown on 5. Again, Ebersol on 1, Cameron McCown on 5. Bring him out for race 6.
Sixth race is an Ohio Fair Racing Conference 3-year-old filly pace, $5,051, field of 6. Coming to you from the Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio, after these messages.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fairs. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 21 fairs in 19 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
The heart of a racing program is the charted line, which shows the information on the horse's last start. June the 9th, 2020, the 12th race at Northfield. The purse, $6,600. The track was fast. The temperature, 84 degrees. The conditions of the race, non-winners of 2 parimutuel races, like tracks Scioto and Northfield. The fractional times of that race, the quarter, 27-4, the half, 57-1, the 3/4, 125-4, and the finish time for the winner, 154-1. Big Bad Whammo had post 6, was 7th at the quarter, 11 3/4 lengths off the leader. Was moving 5th on the outside and 3 3/4 lengths off the leader at the half. At the 3/4 was 3rd. Note the 00. That means that Big Bad Whammo was 3 wide and just 1/4 of a length off the leader. At the top of the stretch, on top by 3, and at the finish wire, the winner by 3 3/4 lengths. The final quarter for Big Bad Whammo, 28-2. The time, 154-1. The dollar odds in that last start, the star indicates the horse was the betting favorite. The odds, $1.60 on a $1 wager. The driver was Kurt Sugg. The trainer, Corey DeErman. And the competition, the winner, Big Bad Whammo. Captain's Reign was 2nd. Grapes Cherry finished 3rd. 8 was the number of horses in the race. And that is the information on the charted line, which shows the horse's last racing start.
And we're back at the Morrow County Fair here at Mount Gilead, Ohio. I want to give your winners of the text trivia, the previous one. We got another one coming up after the 7th. I want to say congratulations to Darla Husted from New Weston, Ohio, and Lori Alley, Granger, Indiana. We got a prize package from the Ohio Harness Sportsman Association. Thanks for playing. Be on your toes. We'll be back for the text trivia after the 7th.
By the way, while we were in that commercial break, the 2-horse, Cruising the Night, I don't know whether he stumbled or kicked or what, but Doc Holliday was almost tossed totally out of the race bike, and he is a hurting.
Did he get?
He didn't fall out of the race bike, but he was laying straight back, and his head was a lot closer to the ground than his rear end.
I saw that. It was.
Yeah.
I missed the action though. I didn't see what the horse did.
Well, I didn't either, but it had to be either a kick or stumble or something, because for a moment I thought Doc was in serious trouble, but he was able to right himself, and he's checking out the horse, be sure if there's anything wrong with him and everything, but that was the two cruising in the night. Field of 6 here in this Ohio Fair Racing Conference 3-year-old filly pace, $5,051 up for grabs. Luke Ebersole on the 1, Wiggling Jenna. Holiday on Cruising the Night. Nysonger, Perfect Artist. Emblionette, Bo Brown. The 5, Major's First Lady, Cam McGowan. And the 6, Whiskey Megs with Darren Dowler. We've been handicapping on the fly and not doing too good of a job of it today.
Roger, that's okay. I've been stayed up studying this, and I'm not doing too good today either. So.
I'm going to go 4, 2, and 1. 4, 2, 1. Emblionette.
And Mr. Houston, my exact pick was 4-2. The Emblionette. Mark of 55-1 at Northfield. 3 wins, 1 second, 4 thirds, and 12 starts.
So your numbers.
Let's get them together, line them up, and parade them in order, please.
What are your numbers?
4-2.
4-2.
Just like you.
We are both 0 for 5.
Okay.
So far, we're pitching a no-hitter, and that's not good in handicapping.
Not in handicap. Baseball, it's great, but the other day they just broke up a no-hitter, wasn't it, in the bottom of the 9th?
I'm not a baseball fan.
I watched. I used to follow them religiously. But they bottom of the 9th, 2 out, and the guy looped a single.
In the years of, I would guess, 48, with Wade Hoyt doing the play-by-play of the Cincinnati Redlegs, to the ages of Johnny Bench and Johnny Temple, Roy McMillan, Ted Klaczewski, Smokey Burgess, Wally Post, Gus Bell, Veda Pinson. That was my era when I really loved baseball.
Sure. Those are the great days.
Here are the horses for race number 6. 3-year-old filly pace, a purse $5,051, 1 Wiggling Jenna, and Luke Ebersole in the bike. 2 is Cruising the Night and Ken Holiday. 3 is Perfect Artist, Jeff Nysonger. 4 will be Emblionette and Bo Brown. 5 is Major's First Lady, make the driver Cameron McCown. And the 6, Whiskey Megs, Darren Dowler in the sulky. That's the field for the 6th race. Luke Ebersole on 1, Cameron McCown on 5.
Bo Brown's having a rough day to go here. That's his second post parade he's missed. He's still in the barn area.
I think he double checks everything over. He's coming out now, which is good. But this
is he's in the barn that's the furthest away to begin with, and he's got to go at least 1/8 of a mile before he can get to the gate to come to the racetrack. So in his defense,
it's way over there. Way over there.
Over there. Over there. Oh.
Emblionette. It's our choice, Roger. She is a nice 3-year-old filly by Pet Rock. Took a mark of 55-1 this year at Northfield, so she can motor. When it's Selena.
Or as GPS says, Selena.
Selena? Is that with a C or an S? I don't know. Is it an A or an I? I don't know.
When my Maze said that the other day, I thought, did I make a wrong turn? Bo Brown is now on the track with Emblionette. He's made that 1/8 of a mile trip to the racetrack.
Gonna have to cool her out now. She's
And about to pass in front of the stands and presiding judge Gene Wiley. I saw on Facebook that Bo made a drive down at the Red Mile. And they put on Facebook, how do you get the Red Mile out of your driving colors? Meaning the red clay of...
of course, I went down there for the first time in 30 years, I think it was. Of course, all that parking areas where everyone used to congregate and watch the races. And that was just magnificent down there, just beautiful.
I announced it, the Red Mile, I believe it was from, I have to get my records to look. I don't know if it was 63 or 65 through 75. And I think I've only been back twice to drive. And
starters called in the horses for the 6th race, 3-year-old filly pace. Purse $5,051. Horses approach the gate.
Maybe 3 times to drive in amateur races, and for the Del Miller Memorial, I went down for that. But that's the only times I've been back in, 45 years. Of course, I really don't have too much chance to go to the Red Mile.
Top of the stretch, and here they come. Whiskey Megs on a break. They're off into pacing, wiggling Jenna, rolling up the inside. Up on the outside is Emblanette. Cruise in the Night is there in 3rd as they make their swing. And there to be 4th is Perfect Artist. Then we find Major's First Lady, followed over there by Whiskey Megs as they straighten away through the back stretch. Whistling Jenna with the lead. In their 2nd is Cruise in the Night, pacing 3rd is Perfect Artist. In there to be 4th comes Emblanette. Then we have Major's First Lady and Whiskey Megs, opening quarter 29-4. On into the turn they go. The leader is Wiggling Jenna. Cruise in the Night is there in 2nd. Pacing over there to be 3rd is the Perfect Artist. Emblanette is there in 4th. Moving to the outside now, Major's First Lady. Pacing down here to the half, Whiskey Megs is the trailer. So it is still Wiggling Jenna. Wiggling Jenna's out there with the lead. Right there in 2nd is Cruise in the Night on the outside. Major's First Lady. Halfway home, 1 minute, 3/5. On the inside then is Perfect Artist, outside for Emblanette. The trailer is Whiskey Megs. Around the turn, they'll straighten away to the back stretch where they're being led by Wiggling Jenna and Luke Ebersol. Up top, 1.5 lengths. In their 2nd is Cruise in the Night on the inside. Perfect Artist 3rd. Nothing more from Major's First Lady. Emblanette's now moving 3 wide with Whiskey Megs as they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark in 1:31. Pacing around the final turn, the leader Wiggling Jenna. Cruise in the Night has received a perfect trip from Holiday. She's now peeking to the outside as they come to the top of the stretch. Wiggling Jenna trying to find the line of winner. Cruise in the Night is up and after her from the pocket, but it's Wiggling Jenna who's digging in. Wiggling Jenna holding on. Cruising the Night finishing 2nd. Perfect Artist gets 3rd. 1:59-3.
1:59, 3/5. Final half 59, final quarter 28-3. I'll tell you, Luke Ebersol is very aggressive today. Went right to the top and says, "Catch me if you can, gang."
And I believe that's what this filly needed. She shows catching grabbing the top at Oak Harbor, and after sitting 2nd to the half, and then she went in 58-1 up there. This is John Fitzgerald's homebred from Marysville, Ohio.
They finished 1, 2, 3, so I'll take an exacta box here in the 6th. Wiggling Jenna, 5th win in 12 this season. John Fitzgerald of Marysville, Ohio, owns and trains. 3-year-old filly by Mr. Wiggles out of Bub Burns by Jenna's Beach Boy.
John is a speed superintendent at Marysville. He only has about 3 or 4 horses, maybe, if I can remember. But this is a nice filly, and she showed it right then and there.
A driving triple for Luke
Back in front of the
Ebersol.
stands, the now official winner of race number 6. It is the 1, Wiggling Jenna. Wiggling Jenna went from start to finish on the lead. A 3-year-old brown filly by Mr. Wiggles out of Bubbles by Jenna's Beach Boy. On by John Fitzgerald, who also trains. Luke Ebersol, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:59 3. Wiggling Jenna was first, Cruising the Night second, Perfect Artist third, Emblanette fourth, Major's First Lady fifth, and Whiskey Megs sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29 4, 1 minute 3/5, 1:31, 1:59 3. Bring them out for the 7th race, a field of 4 for race number 7. Chris Presley on the 1, Ken Holliday on 2. Bring them out for race 7.
That is wild. It doesn't happen very often. But the order of finish, top down on your program, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7th race coming up, Ohio Fair Racing Conference. 2-year-old trot. Field of 4. Back with more in a moment.
Midland Acres, established over 50 years ago, is leading the way in harness racing resurgence in the great state of Ohio. Over their 600 acres, many premier broodmares, yearlings, and stallions are able to roam. Midland Acres' success in the past provides momentum for the future. So, if you are breeding your mare or purchasing a yearling, Midland Acres will put you in the winner's circle, doing our best to bring you the best.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Morrow County was formed from parts of Marion, Richland, Knox, and Delaware counties, and is considered mid-Ohio. It was named in honor of Jeremiah Morrow, who was Ohio's 9th governor from 1822 to 1826. Morrow, originally from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, relocated to the Northwest Territories in 1795, living at the mouth of the Little Miami River. He served in many offices and was the first person from Ohio elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. In 1842, after a career in politics, Morrow declined to be nominated again at the age of 68, stating that he was too old. He retired to his farm in Gristmill in Warren County, where he passed in 1852. Prior to the 19th century, this was the hunting grounds of the Shawnee people. In 1817, brothers Lewis and Rafe Hardenbrook built the cabins on land that the father, Revolutionary War Colonel Abraham Hardenbrook, had purchased, which included all of Mount Gilead. It was originally known as Whetstone, so named after the river from where the Delaware tribe got their sharp stones for their knives made of shale, and the Native Americans called it the Sharp Tool River. It was mistakenly renamed in 1833 by the legislature as the Olentangy, which actually means River of the Red Face Paint. Mount Gilead, the biblical Hill of Stones, was chosen as a county seat in 1848 and hosted its first fair in 1850. By 1868, the racetrack had been constructed, and the main feature of the fair was a race card which attracted horses and horse breeders from all over the state. When a new fence was needed around the track in 1921, 60 volunteers built it in one day. Through its agricultural and race programs, the Morrow County Fair maintains its strong ties to the community to this day.
Back here at the Morrow County Fairgrounds, Mount Gilead, Ohio, race 7 of our 9-race card this afternoon. Ohio Fair Racing Conference. 2-year-old Colt Trot, a purse of $4,971. Chris Presley on the 1, PC's Cruiser. The 2, Big Taxi, Ken Holliday. The 3, Final Class, Cam McGowan. And the 4, Awesome Paul, Luke Ebersole, the driver. Well, 2 and 3 and 4 have made considerable breaks, especially 3 and 4. 2 does show a break last time out. So I'm going to go with Chris Presley to get his win on his birthday here with PC's Cruiser. I'll take a 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Could we now have another race that would go 1, 2, 3, 4, top down?
Looks like it for me. I'm just going to try and pick the winner of this one. I'm just going to go with the 1. My exactas have not been panning out. But just a PC's Cruiser, just 4 wins, 8 starts. Oak Harbor mark of 2, 5, and 2. And Mike Swaney, trainee. This will be a good race. The other horses haven't won a race this year. So that would be a place position up in the air, where I think a couple of these might go up in the air.
PC's Cruiser, 4 of 8 on the year. 17,000 in the bank. 2, 5, and 2 at Oak Harbor. 2, 8, and 4 at Tiffin. 207 at Attica. Second place finish at Napoleon. First time Chris Presley driving the 1, PC's Cruiser.
This might be the birthday boy's win.
I don't know. Has he got anything in the 8th and 9th?
As a backup?
Yeah, he's got Meadowland Scarlet in the 8th.
That's another.
And I'm not sure who's driving the 5 and the 8 in the 9th. So, got at least one more.
I think this is, right now, this looks like it could be his best chance.
Speaking of Chris Presley, he just stepped out on the racetrack.
Let's get them together, line them up, parade them in order, please.
The PC's Cruiser. I only see 3 horses on the track, so I'm not sure who's missing.
And I don't see
anybody coming either. Oh, way down there. So no doubt, I think it's Cam McGowan's not going to make the post parade.
Here are the horses for race 7. 2-year-old Colt Trot, purse $4,971. Chris Presley on 1, Ken Holliday 2. 1 is PC's Cruiser, make that driver Chris Presley. 2, Big Taxi, Ken Holliday in the bike. 3 is Final Class, Cameron McCown. And the 4, Awesome Paul, Luke Ebersole in the sulky. That's the field for that 7th race. Chris Presley 1, Ken Holliday on 2.
And Cam McGowan will be to the racetrack in 1/8 of a mile. Same scenario as Bo Brown. I don't know whether they look up from the judges' stand and they see those horses coming out of that barn and think they're on the racetrack or what, but this is the second time that's happened here. I noticed in that post parade, Luke Ebersole had his hands full with Awesome Paul. And shortly after the post parade, before they got to the 8th pole, Awesome Paul was off stride.
Just like his program. He's staying to form, he is. It's a tough 3-year-old gelding by my MVP out of Awesome Victory. That I'm not too familiar with, but he's 4 starts and he hasn't made the board yet.
And stepping onto the racetrack, Final Class in Cam McGowan for Chris Beaver.
Are they firing up the water truck again?
water trucks in the infield.
Yeah. That microphone picks up. He's just getting it fired up. Track looks great. Looks like good enough of water in it, and they're going good miles. So now there's two out down by the numbers stand, which you call the paddock, and on the far end they have two coming off the top of the stretch.
Two-year-old trotters. Chris Short moved his stable from Delaware to Mount Gilead, and he's got one whole barn up here at the top of the stretch. And he is the unofficial track man for the Morrow County Fairgrounds. He does a great job and's got this one in a top-notch shape for this racing program.
Good trackman is very important. You can, they have a sixth sense or a fifth sense, whatever it is, about the track. I think my big thing, I can walk out and say it's a little cuppy. It's a little cuppy today.
Starters calling in the trotters for the 7th race. 2-year-old colts, they approach the gate.
Field of 4 trotters, 2-year-olds. Quite a discrepancy here in money won this season as well. Awesome Paul, $419. $1,789 for Big Taxi, $3,867 for Final Class, and PC's Cruiser's got $17,135 in the bank.
Chance to pick up another $2,400.
Yeah, but they haven't wrote the check yet.
Not yet.
Way my handicap's been going. I don't know.
First $4,971, a field of 4, top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting from the outside Final Class. Towards the inside is PC's Cruiser. Then you'll find Big Taxi making a break. Awesome Paul. As they move around the turn and straightening away to the back stretch, PC's Cruiser and Presley out there by 2 lengths. Final Class is there in second. Big Taxi trots in third with Awesome Paul. As they move on to the opening quarter, and the leader is PC's Cruiser, who fronts them out there by 2.5. In second, Final Class. Big Taxi trots in third, and Awesome Paul. They went by the opening quarter. 32. In 32 seconds, the leader is PC's Cruiser. They're in second, Final Class. Big Taxi is there in third. Awesome Paul off stride again. As they travel down here to the half, PC's Cruiser on the lead. Final Class is there in second. Over there to be third is Big Taxi with Awesome Paul. As they move here by the half, no action yet, and it's PC's Cruiser out there by 1.5 lengths in 103 and 2. In there to be second, Final Class. Big Taxi is there in third with Awesome Paul. As they round the turn, they head for the back stretch, and the leader is PC's Cruiser. Final Class getting a bit closer, second. Big Taxi is there in third with Awesome Paul as they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. And it's PC's Cruiser on the lead. In their second, Final Class. Big Taxi is there in third. 3/4 and 135 and 1 as they round the final turn. PC's Cruiser is still the one. Final Class peeking to the outside. Big Taxi is third. They're at the top of the stretch and a drive for the wire. PC's Cruiser on the inside. Final Class on the outside. PC's Cruiser and Final Class. Final Class and PC's Cruiser. PC's Cruiser holds on to win it. Final Class in for second. Big Taxi is third. 205 and 1.
So the final half was in 101 and 4. Final quarter 30 seconds flat. Chris Presley, this is the first time I've really paid attention to PC's Cruiser, but it appeared that he had his hands full going to that first eighth because it appeared that PC's Cruiser was going to jump, but Chris did a good job keeping him on stride and getting the win here. But and seriously challenged by Final Class, who turned in maybe one of the best efforts this season as well. But PC's Cruiser, the winner, is 1-3-2, and Tom and I break the ice, and Chris Presley gets a win on his birthday.
It's karma there. You just wished him a happy birthday, and boom. But I'll tell you that PC's Cruiser, as you said, Roger, going on that first turn,
yeah,
he wasn't steady at all. Going around the backside, going the first quarter, he wasn't steady, and coming across the wire, he was even a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like about every fourth or fifth stride.
Yeah,
he put a little hitch in.
So you say the race went on.
Excuse me, but I got to do this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris Presley. Happy birthday to you.
What are those bells now? Okay, birthday boy, you got to win again.
Chris Presley. In front of the stands after winning our 7th race, it's the birthday boy Chris Presley, this one aboard PC's Cruiser. A 2-year-old bay colt by Triumphant Caviar and a postcard by Carry the Message. All by Jeff Leamer, Mike Sweeney Trains, and Chris Presley, the winning driver, 205-1.
And Erica Lynn in the winner's
PC's
circle
Cruiser
as well.
was the winner. Big Taxi third. Final Class second. Awesome Paul fourth. 1-3-2-4 on the bottom. 32. 103 and 2. 135 and 1. 205 and 1. Race number 8, Win Play Show Exacta Trifecta for all you watching at home. Get your side bets in there. Scott Cisco on the 1. A field of 5 here for the 8th race. Bring them out for the 8th.
Field of 5, 2-year-old filly Pacers, back here at the Morrow County Fairgrounds in just a few moments.
Checks are available here at
time
the
Hey,
text
Erica, come up here.
It is.
Give me is this going to be it?
Tampa got 614-633-5554. Your question. There has been a horse by the name of Morrow County. It's by Coffee Break. And it was full of 67. Made $59,000 lifetime. Last race 1979. That's Morrow County by Coffee Break. Your question, Coffee Break, is by Good Time. He was a foal of 1959. He made over $217,000. Who trained Coffee Break? This is a toughie for you folks. Who trained Coffee Break? Was it A, George Schulte, B, Bill Houghton, or C, Delvin Miller? Was it A, George Schulte, B, Bill Houghton, or C, Delvin Miller? Drove and trained Coffee Break. Give me your text at 614-633-5554. Second and third correct text will win a prize package for the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Good luck.
Erica Lynn joins us on the broadcast today. I told Chris you got a win on your birthday, and he did get a win, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
What do you think of you were born into a harness racing family, though, weren't you?
Yes, I am. Erica Wilfong. It says Erica Lynn on Facebook, but it's Erica Wilfong.
Was it your grandpa or your great-grandpa that I was dear friends with?
You were good friends with my great-grandfather George, and then also Grandpa Lynn.
I remember talking to Lynn one day. He stopped in at the Meadows, was racing a horse, and talked to him. But George Wilfong invited me. I was doing the Fox Steak at Indianapolis, and he says, "Come on out to the farm." I thought we'd just see the farmer. He had me helping him bale hay that day.
Yeah, that's generally the way it goes. He is he's a worker, and he pretty much expects everyone else to follow right along with whatever he's doing that particular moment. So yeah, that's about right.
Well, I know you got to run because your horse is heading back to the barn area, but you're not as shy as you tend to be. Erica Lynn with us today. Wait, that's my phone, hon. Isn't that my phone? She's trying to take my phone.
Boy, she got that quick without even a blink of an eye. Now, great-grandfather.
Yeah,
George
Wilfong.
How many years ago was that? Maybe if you could-
Well, it was at Pompano that I first met him. He raced down there, so it had to be in the 60s, which would be 60 years ago.
We're going to go back to a few words from our sponsors.
Oh, that's right.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all of the breeders that supported our first season, standing the popular sire, Dancin' Yankee. Cool Winds also stands the fast son of Some Beach Somewhere, Santa Fe Beach Boy, and 2015 Little Brown Jug runner-up Lost for Words, who engaged in an epic battle with Wiggle It Jiggle It, and whose first crop will sell this fall. Be sure to visit Randy and Kim Haynes in the Cool Winds Farm consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 18th.
Doctor, give me the news! Is it bad credit?
It's bad credit, and you need a car.
Can I be cured?
Yes, but your case needs immediate attention. Visit lowcostcarsoh.com or lowcostcarsnorth.com today. Bad credit, no credit, don't worry. Start driving today.
I've been cured! I can get a car! Woo!
Even if you're sick with bad credit, get a great car today at either Low Cost Cars locations in Circleville and Columbus.
Back here at the Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, race number 8, our penultimate of our 9-race card. 2-year-old filly Pacers in this Ohio Fair Racing Conference event, $3,810 up for grabs. Field of 5, Scott Cisco on the 1. Drinking, Not Thinking, USA Diamond Rock, Dan Reynolds. Do Me With Kisses, Jeff Nysonger. Meadowland Scarlet, Chris Presley. And the 5, Cheryl She Said, with Cam McGowan. Field of 5 to go postward here in this 8th race. The 4 just jumps right off the page with that 53 4 mile in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield on August 24th. So I'm going to go 4-2-1. 4-2-1, liking Meadowland Scarlet.
Yes. I'm going to go with my Extreme Exacta.
Extreme?
Well, not that extreme. It will be if I win. Very good. But I like 4-5 in there. I like Meadowland Scarlet, absolutely, with 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 1 third in her 8 starts this year. They're on the track for the 8th race at Morrow County.
Here are the horses for your 8th race. 2-year-old filly Pace, purse $3,810. 1 is Drinkin' Not Thinkin', driver change Scott Cisco. 2 is USA Diamond Rock and Dan Reynolds. 3, Do Me With Kisses, Jeff Nysonger. 4 is Meadowland Scarlet, Chris Presley in the bike. And the 5, Cheryl's She Shed, Cameron McCown, in the sulky. That's the field for the 8th race. The Cisco Kid on the 1.
And as we take this time for our text trivia winners.
Okay.
And congratulations to Jeannie Massey from Sycamore, Ohio. And also, congratulations to Dawn Potter.
Sure it's not Pfeiffer?
Potter. Potter here.
Oh, Potter?
Potter.
Why didn't you say so?
I'll give you a buck if you can tell me where she's from. Not from Bedford Falls, Old Man Potter. This is Dawn Potter from Delaware, Ohio.
And it's D-A-W-N.
Yes, not Dawn.
It's Ron's wife.
Oh, it is. There we go. See, all these things. Roger has the info I don't.
Let's have him ready
I
for the
just
ninth race. Have him
try and
ready for
pronounce
race
the
9.
names all the time.
I know most of the women.
So congratulations. We'll be sending you a surprise package from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Thanks for playing. We'll be at Findlay tomorrow.
Oh, you're at Findlay.
At Findlay. Post time there is at 5, 3. It is 3. Thank you.
Which is it? 5, 3, or 1?
Take your
3.
choice. I'll be lost somewhere.
The Wiz has got a horse racing up at Findlay.
Is he the best?
I don't know if it's tomorrow or not. That 2-year-old filly, Noratova.
Okay. It's a nice filly.
I don't know if it's tomorrow or
What was his
day.
good mare that he had?
Starters called him in for the 8th race. 2-year-old filly Pacers.
to
They're in
wait.
behind the gate. The gate is rolling.
She was a great mare.
I have
Made
no
a great
idea.
mare. Gift.
I go back to Lightning Wave.
Lightning.
Goodbye, Columbus. Those were the days when I first met the Wiz.
Wow.
Purse $3,810. Top of the stretch, and here they come.
He didn't have the nickname of the Wiz at that time.
They're off into pacing. Metal and Scarlet trying for the lead. Drinking, Not Thinking along the inside. USA Diamond Rock is there in 3rd. Cheryl She-Shed is on the outside, and the trailer is Do Me With Kisses as they straighten away to the back stretch. With the lead, it's Metal and Scarlet. Drinking, Not Thinking is their 2nd. USA Diamond Rock in 3rd. Then it's Cheryl She-Shed and Do Me With Kisses. Moving on to the opening quarter. Chris Presley calling the shots in 30 seconds. He's got Metal and Scarlet on the lead. In their 2nd is the Cisco Kid with Drinking, Not Thinking. In their 3rd is Dan Reynolds with USA Diamond Rock. Then it's Cameron McCown and Cheryl She-Shed. Jeff Nicelonger can see them all with Do Me With Kisses. Pacing down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and the heavy hitter Metal and Scarlet on the lead here by a length and a half. Drinking, Not Thinking is there in 2nd. Over their 3rd is USA Diamond Rock, the half in 1 minute 2/5. On into the turn they go. Then it's Cheryl She-Shed and the trailer Do Me With Kisses. Circling the turn to the back stretch, and the leader, Metal and Scarlet. Metal and Scarlet now leads them by 2. Drinking, Not Thinking in 2nd. USA Diamond Rock has been sent to the outside. Then it's Cheryl She-Shed and Do Me With Kisses. They continue on to 3/4, and the leader is Metal and Scarlet. 3/4 on the board there, and with the lead, it's Metal and Scarlet. Over there in 2nd was a USA Diamond Rock. 3/4 was 1:30 and 2. Up on the outside, Do Me With Kisses. They're into the stretch on their drive to the wire, and with the lead, it's all Metal and Scarlet. Metal and Scarlet out there still by 2. Metal and Scarlet to win. Tight for place. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Last half, a minute and a fifth. Final quarter, 30 and 1. Metal and Scarlet, victorious. Photo for place. Metal and Scarlet owned by Don Hoovler, Jerry Summers, and Michael Metters. Mike Metters, the trainer. Chris Presley goes back-to-back in races 7 and 8. His 2nd win of the day. Meadowland Scarlet. 2 minutes and 3/5, has a record of 57-1 at Scioto. That's the third win in 9. A rather easy win for Meadowland Scarlet.
Got nosed out for my exacta, Roger, as usual.
Did you get nosed out? You're saying the 2-horse was second?
Yeah. I believe, unofficial. But I can.
So how you know you?
Huh?
Well, it's not official.
Unofficial. I got my win photo over the finish line that I took. Unofficial. What are you doing to me? Get out of here. There's enough bugs around here with those things. Boy, Mr. Presley is on a
back in front of the
roll
stands after
here.
winning the 8th race. It is the 4 Meadowland Scarlet, 2-year-old bay filly by Yankee Cruiser. Adamore Gaze Newer by Western Ideal, owned by Donald Hoovler. Jerry Summers, Michael Metters. Mike Metters trains Chris Presley, back-to-back double on his birthday. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Skip and Tammy Hoovler in the winner's circle. Mike Metters. Winning
Drinkin'
trainer.
Not Thinkin' was 5th. USA Diamond Rock 3rd. Do Me With Kisses 4th. Meadowland Scarlet the winner. Cheryl Sheshed 2nd. 5-3-4-1-2. 30 seconds. 1 minute 2/5. 1:30 and 2/5. 2 minutes 3/5. Race 9 is next. Free for all trot. Bring them on the track for the 9th race. Bring them out for race 9. A field of 8 for the finale. Dan Jones on 5. Jeff Nicelonger 6. Scott Sisko on the 8.
There was the rule of thumb for me is I hit the exacta coal, but I thought I got beat. Right now I'd be looking for my tickets that I had thrown away with an expletive.
Twin Spires.
Huh?
Express bet, Twin Spires. Who'd you bet with?
I can't. I wouldn't. This would be a
Oh,
great.
you said you threw your ticket away.
I would have been throwing my ticket
you didn't
away.
say that. You
No.
said you threw your ticket away.
Well, I threw my program down and cursed heartily.
There's other things you've thrown down today, too.
I bounced, though.
You didn't bounce this time.
I did. I sort of went slowly down there. So I'm getting, I should be getting legged up from climbing up all these stairs, but old age is setting in on the pie, man. I'm just starting to fall apart.
We'll be back with that 9th race in just a few moments.
Midland Acres, established over 50 years ago, is leading the way in harness racing resurgence in the great state of Ohio. Over their 600 acres, many premier broodmares, yearlings, and stallions are able to roam. Midland Acres' success in the past provides momentum for the future. So, if you are breeding your mare or purchasing a yearling, Midland Acres will put you in the winner's circle, doing our best to bring you the best.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
The actual population center of Ohio is in Morrow County at Marengo, a few miles east of Mount Gilead. Chesterville, an Amish village, is nearby. To the south, Cardington, so named for the carding machines used to untangle wool fibers that was there. It was also the birthplace of Charlie the Tuner. Well, sort of. Alfred Halfhill was born near Cardington in 1847. He became a teacher, then opened a dry goods store in St. Mary's and Van Wert. He would go to Minnesota, home of the canned carp, and in 1892 moved to San Francisco with his wife. He began producing canned sardines and experimented with other fish that was more plentiful. By 1907, he had perfected a process to steam and remove the oils from the not-too-popular albacore tuna. By 1914, they were producing 230,000 cases a year of what Halfhill called the chicken of the sea. Sorry, Charlie.
Back here at the Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, our 9th and final race coming up. The free-for-all trot, purse of $1,500. Field of 8 to go postward. Don Jones drives the 5, the next Triumph. Dan Jones, I should say. Jeff Nysonger on the 6, K Love. Scott Cisco on the 8, Melrose Dunn. Well, we've had back-to-back winners, so shut out the first 6, but making it at least somewhat respectable. Here in this free-for-all trot, Foxy Force with Ryan Holton in 2:01, winner last time out at Croton. You got K Love with Jeff Nysonger, 57-3 at Greenville, or 57-1. He was in that Arnie Almahurst $15,000 trot.
And he performs respectively. And,
yeah.
Very good.
Rompaway Galaxy, Cam McGowan, second last time out at Northfield, 54-4. Well, you would think it's going to be the 7, Rompaway Galaxy. Yeah, I can't overlook that. 7-1-6. 7-1-6, Rompaway Galaxy, a winner in 55-4 at Northfield, 2 back.
And then the only break he shows is an interference break. And he still won by a neck, 55-4. You picked the winner, Roger. I'm just going to make it interesting and go with K Love with Nysonger. Just for the sake that was in.
That's I like your handicapping there. You go for the win.
Well,
by disagreeing with me. Seriously, I do like that. Who was it? The coach at Michigan that went for the tie and.
You don't go for ties.
No.
If you want a tie, go down to the
clothing store.
Thank you. That's a good one. That's a quote from Pie and Roger. Go. If you want a tie, go to the clothing store. This is to win. We are in it to win it.
Field of 8, as we said, 1 through 6 on the gate. 7 and 8 are trailers in the second tier. Got 5 out, 3 to go. 5 out and 3 to go.
Take this time to remind folks we will be up to Findlay, Hancock County Fair tomorrow, starting at 3 o'clock. We will be there with Trot and Pace Marketing. And
now, you're doing Findlay both days or just one?
I believe we're doing both days.
Let's get them together, line them up, and parade them in order, please.
Roger, will you be up to Canfield?
Canfield.
Okay.
I'll be at Canfield. Somebody told me we only got 3 races on Friday.
You should call up and announce them from your home.
Without video.
Whoops, that'd be tough.
Here they are for the 9th race, the free-for-all trot, purse $1,500. 1 is Foxy Force and Ryan Holton. 2, Count Full Mac, Bud High. 3 is Majesty Boy and Dan Reynolds. 4, Northern Ashley, Melvin Miller. 5, the next Triumph, Make the Driver, Dan Jones. 6, K-Love, Jeff Nysonger. 7, Rompaway Galaxy, Cameron McCown. And the 8, Melrose Dunn, driver Scott Cisco in the sulky. That's the field for the 9th race. Dan Jones on 5, Jeff Nysonger on 6, Scott Cisco on the 8.
Scott Cisco just coming on the
We
track.
would like to thank the speed superintendent here, Ron Williams, and the entire crew here at the Morrow County Fair. The track was in a tremendous shape here this year.
Close
Also
races.
want to remind all the horsemen that have shipped in here today to leave your stalls and your barns as you found them. We are a guest at every fairgrounds we go to throughout the entire industry. We want to keep a good name for ourselves and keep coming to these fairgrounds for years and years to come.
9th race coming up, Trotters. Field of 8. Ohio Harness Horseman Association Facebook page will be broadcasting the races Labor Day from Canfield with Keith Gisser.
Yes. It's a nice...
Normally on Labor Day, upwards of 100,000 people at the Canfield Fair. That will not be the case this year. They do have a junior fair and harness racing. Well, I'm not even sure they have a junior fair. I better back off on that. I know they have the harness racing program Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Friday and Saturday this week, Monday of next week, Labor Day. Post time 12 noon post time in Canfield, Ohio.
Way up close to
Youngstown. Fact is, I think Youngstown's
the starter is calling in the horses for the 9th race, our 9th and final. The gate is rolling.
Here's Ratliff with the call.
Ready to close the show here on the harness racing at this year's Morrow County Fair. It's our getaway race, and here they come. Count Full Mac is on a break. They're off into trotting, and Foxy 4 slides right up the rail looking for the lead. The next Triumph is on the outside. K-Love is over there in 3rd, and K-Love is on the move early. Trotting in there next is Majesty Boy. Then we find Northern Ashley. Rompaway Galaxy is over there to be next. Then we find Melrose Dunn, and the trailer is Count Full Mac as they go to the opening quarter. K-Love and Nice Songer, they're out there winging on the lead. In their second, Foxy Force. Moving by the opening fraction in 29 4/5, in there to be next is the next Triumph trotting in 3rd, in there to be 4th. We have Majesty Boy. Gapping early on here is Northern Ashley. Looking to the outside is Rompaway Galaxy, then it's Melrose Dunn, and a Count Full Mac. Moving down here to the half, K-Love still the leader. The lead is almost 2. Foxy Force is there in second to the outside. Majesty Boy advancing for Reynolds. He's towing along Rompaway Galaxy. The half 1 minute 2/5 as they continue around the turn. K-Love the leader. Majesty Boy is coming on to challenge. At the rail, Foxy Force. Rompaway Galaxy is out there 4th, trotting in their 5th. It's the next Triumph. On the outside, Melrose Dunn as they continue on to 3/4. And the leader, K-Love. K-Love out there by almost 2. Foxy Force is trying to get closer out there. 3 wide, Rompaway Galaxy. 3/4, 1:30 and 2. As they move around the final turn, K-Love the one to catch. Rompaway Galaxy up on the outside in second. 3rd along the inside is Foxy Force. They're at the top of the stretch. And K-Love still the leader. On the outside, Rompaway Galaxy. At the rail, Foxy Force. It is going to be K-Love to win. Foxy Force second, Rompaway Galaxy finishing 3rd.
A win, kind of. A win. I got my exacta stepped on, too.
Well, I thought I was going to get a time of the race, but the win goes to Tom Pye.
K-Love. Now, my exacta got stepped on that race. I went with the 6-7.
Jeff Nysonger is 3rd of the day. Luke Ebersole with 3. Chris Presley 2, Cam McGowan 1.
Time of the mile 1:59 and 2.
1:59 and 2 for K Love by Triumphant Caviar to Tilly Bomb. Boy, I remember Tilly Bomb. Wow. That's a name out of the past. K Love, a 6-year-old gelding owned by Charles Ringer of Harlan, Indiana, owns and trains. The reason I remember Tilly Bomb, David Ehrenberg, the breeder, raced that horse at the Meadows many years ago. Not sure Tom Davis didn't have him at one time.
Wow.
Or Charlie Neff.
Back in front of the stands after winning the 9th race, it is the 6 K Love. K Love, a 6-year-old brown-gutted son of Triumphant Caviar at a Tilly Bomb by Chip Chip Hooray. On by Charles Ringer, who also trains. Jeff Nysonger is the winning driver. Time of the mile 1:59 and 2.
He's a nice built little trotter right there.
You know, I'd love to see the start of that race again. Rompaway Galaxy. How in the world he got away, what, 6th?
Message here from the judge, Bo Brown. Please see the judge before you leave. Again, please see the judge, Gene Wiley, before you leave.
Ryan Holton went right to the front with the one horse. Right behind him was Rompaway Galaxy, who got away 6th. So I'm not sure if Rompaway Galaxy was rough at the start or made a break or what, but I gave up my choice there.
So Foxy Force was 2nd, Countful Max 7th, Majesty Boy 5th. Northern Ashley was 8th, the next Triumph 4th, K-Love the winner, Rompaway Galaxy 3rd, Melrose Dawn 6th, 275, 841, 36, 29 and 4, 1 minute 2 fifths, 130 and 2 fifths, 159 and 2. With that, we will wrap it up for the harness racing action here at this year's Morrow County Fair. We thank you for racing or watching in here today. And we hope to see you at the next fair. Mine will be at Findlay. I'm sure you're all headed to places as well, so good luck the rest of the racing season.
Well, that wraps it up our broadcast today. Tom and Don will be at Findlay tomorrow, along with Ayers Ratliff. I'll be watching from home.
It's at 3 p.m. We'll be on the air at 2:45. So,
well, you had double coverage today from Van Wert and here at Mount Gilead. And hope you enjoyed both broadcasts as well.
It's very enjoyable here. Van Wert, they run a little late, but they've got the card out. Congratulations. We will, again, be wrapping it up here at Morrow County at Mount Gilead. And we will see you tomorrow, 2:45 at Findlay, Ohio, Hancock County. Good night from Mount Gilead on top of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. This is Tom Pye, the Harness Guy, and Roger Houston, along with Don and Teresa Maddox, Don Holden and Teresa Maddox. Good night.
Thank you for joining us today for Ohio Fair Racing Conference action from the Morrow County Fairgrounds. Be sure to join us tomorrow as we head to Findlay and coverage of the races from the Hancock County Fairgrounds. Post time is 1 p.m. For our entire production crew, thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Be there!